In this video, we're going to be taking a look at emissions control, or EMCON for short. Now, EMCON has two different main settings. It's going to have the individual unit settings as well as the global or doctrine settings. To access the global settings, simply press Control Shift F9, or should you prefer, you also have the ability to go into Game and then go ahead and select your different doctrine settings by pressing Side Doctrine EMCON WRA. Once you've done that, you can go to the EMCON page and then for your entire side dictate if radar should be active, sonar should be active, or OECM should be active or passive. Now keep in mind, the moment you click this, every unit under your control is going to immediately switch to this mode. Now, if you want to select a single unit and control its EMCON, simply left-click on the unit and then make your way to this far side. There's two different ways to look at this. You can either select this box here and then pick on your different active modes. For example, if I wanted to turn on the radar as well as the sonar, I can click those two options there. Or if you prefer, you can go to the sensors window. The sensors window is going to be a list of all the different sensors on board a particular platform. And you also notice up at the top, it has this little thing that says Unit Obeys EMCON. Now, if I click this off, I can now quickly turn everybody on, just like I could over here, or I can activate individual systems. So for example, I want to go ahead and let's turn on my surface search radar, and I also want to turn on the MIDAS here. So after clicking those two boxes, those two systems have now been enabled, and they are now currently emitting, meaning they can be detected by the ESM or active intercept of other craft. Now keep in mind, if we were a submarine and we choose to dive, we may not be able to go ahead and use those particular systems for that purpose because obviously you can't emit underneath the water. Now, if we wanted to quickly go ahead and identify whether or not this particular unit is emitting, even though these settings have been checked, I can actually zoom out a little bit. And because my range settings have been set appropriately, I can actually see that I have my surface search radar currently engaged. Now, keep in mind, different types of units are going to have different types of sensors. Some of them, such as lasers, do not have an active all-the-time mode. Those systems will only come online when they particularly need to be used. And even though no matter what setting you set over there, they will do that. Another thing worth noting is now, let's say we go ahead and back to our EMCON window, our sensors window. Let's go ahead and put it back to normal here, which will shut that radar off. Let's say this unit comes under attack. Now, we have a doctrine setting up at the top that dictates that units will ignore EMCON when under attack. If we don't want this behavior desirable, we can come in here and press no, which now means every unit on my side will not turn on any sort of radar system unless we have manually activated it. Keep in mind, several different types of missions, in particular AAW missions, are going to automatically override this setting. For example, if I press F11, I can see that I have a mission from earlier, Strike 1, Escort Doctrine. You can see that that particular escort has automatically been sent for radar to be active, whereas my actual unit itself, if I actually were to select it real quick, is automatically passive. And again, I can come in here at any point and override this. As a matter of fact, that setting can even be overridden as well based on what the radar usage option down here is.